As a feral main for many years, I've finally come to terms with playing the other Druid's DPS class, at least until I'm able to get into a pug as a kitty cat without getting kicked out. You may be in the same boat, or you just love your bros and want to learn how to play them, and that's why we'll be going over which talents to pick as a balanced Druid in Shadowlands. My name is Ivona, and if this is your first time watching, you want to consider subbing to the channel if you enjoy getting some easy wins in WoW, and that's what my channel is all about. I do a bunch of beginner-friendly guides for classes, raids, mounts, pets, Torghast, and a whole lot more, so if you enjoy that kind of thing, you'll have a great time here. Before you go and set up your talents, it's a good idea to get yourself a talent set manager add-on, which will allow you to switch from one comp to another in no time. I use it all the time and I'm super happy with how easy it is to switch. So when it comes to Boomy, we'll start off with multi-target comp, which you can use in dungeons while leveling, doing world quests, or on multi-target bosses. On level 15, you want to always pick Nature's Balance, because astral power is your priority and you want it generating all the time. On 25, you can take your pick, but Wild Charge is just a slightly better way to move out of things, as it allows you to quickly escape nuisances under your feet and move out of enemies' range. On 30, it really depends on what you want to do, but my general recommendation is Restoration Affinity, as it does keep you alive and gives you access to some more heal-heavy spells you can use when you're in trouble. On 35, be smart and choose Heart of the Wild, as it allows you to burst damage and cast instant Star Surge. Level 40 is your big one, where you really want Soul of the Forest, as it buffs your filler spells, and on 45, grab Stellar Drift, as it buffs your Starfall by 15% and you just can't ignore that. Finally, on 50, you want to get Solstice, as it helps you land a shooting star onto your opponent while you're in the eclipse. When it comes to single target, you want to largely go for the same comp as the previous one, with some important differences. On level 40, you want to get Star Lord instead, as it grants you more haste when casting Star Surge or Starfall. Haste is just super valuable in boss fights. Next, you want to grab Stellar Flare on 45, as it's another dot, and in boss fights you kind of have the luxury of applying it since you have time for it. As per PvP, which is an insane amount of fun with Boomy by the way, you want to get Nature's Balance on level 15, and this is mostly recommended for all battlegrounds when you're not facing a melee group in Arena, for example, in which case Warrior of Elune is a good idea. Then you want to get Renewal on 25, because other things are just not worth it, and it's a good self-heal that's also usable in bear form. For level 30, Guardian Affinity is a must, as it decreases damage taken by 6% and makes you die more slowly. On 35, you can choose between the stun and the root, but I generally go for Mass Entanglement, as you can combine it with Solar Beam and silence a group of enemies quite easily. On level 40, you want to make sure you get Incarnation Chosen of Elune, as it turns you into a super bird and grants you a crazy amount of buff damage while increasing crit chance too. On 45, you want Twin Moons, as it helps you target all those arena pairs that like to stick together, as well as crowded battlegrounds, and it's extra damage, so that's good. And at 50, Solstice is still your best bet. And that's pretty much it for the balanced talents. Do you have your own talents you use and love? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this guide useful, make sure to leave it a like. If you haven't subbed yet, now is a good time to do that, as more balance guides are coming soon. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.